So I want to talk about a subject that is pretty much a big deal for gentlemen when they get older. It's called BPH. What is that?
BPH stands for benign prostatic hyperplasia. It's a benign enlargement of the prostate that occurs to some degree in almost all men, at least beginning by age 50 and then progressing throughout our lives.
Okay.
So what it does is, by its enlargement, it compresses the urethra, so it can create a set of symptoms that can be irritative, like urinary frequency, urgent urination, getting up at night, and then it can also cause obstructive symptoms like hesitation to get urination started, slow streams starting and stopping. Basically, in the beginning, it's a nuisance, but as it progresses, it can become a more serious health problem.
Does BPH and prostate cancer, are those two things related?
They are not related, but they're often seen in combination.
Okay.
A lot of times men will have BPH, and then as time goes on, they may be diagnosed with prostate cancer. The symptoms of both conditions are very much the same because both of them affect the ability to urinate in various stages.
Okay. So is screening for BPH, is that something that should become a part of a gentleman's normal medical routine?
Well, in my opinion, all men should be screened by age 50. Afro-American men should be screened in their 40s because there's a higher incidence of prostate disease. And men who have a family history of prostate cancer, namely a first-degree relative, a brother or father, I think they should also be screened in their 40s.
Okay, so pretty important stuff. So if a gentleman is having issues with urination, that's just not a normal process of aging, a normal process of life. It could be pointing to issues that you don't know is going on.
Yeah, it's a very common problem. You wouldn't say it's normal, but it's so common that more people have issues as time goes on than don't.
Can we touch on a few of the treatments for BPH?
Yeah, the treatments include oral medications, which will work initially for about 70% of people. The minimally invasive procedures work really well, including UroLift, which uses a device in the urethra to separate the lobes of the prostate. That this is relatively new, and one of the gold standards is Prostiva, which uses radio frequency energy to ablate the prostate tissue and help shrink the prostate and make urination easier. There are more aggressive procedures that can be done further down the line, but they have more side effects, and we almost always consider minimally invasive therapy and medical therapy first.
Okay. Is it true that the earlier on you can treat a patient that's having issues with BPH, the more successful or the more options that you have?
I think you're going to have more options if you treat it early on, but it is also true that many patients who have BPH and early symptoms don't require any treatment at all other than surveillance because in many cases their symptoms don't justify intervention.
Okay, so Dr. Friedman, if a 50-year-old plus gentleman is watching, or a 40-plus-year-old African-American gentleman is watching, or one of the ladies who care about these gentlemen are watching, how do they get a hold of you?
702-732-0282.
All right. Gentlemen, don't wait. You don't have to have a decreased quality of life. You don't have to get up 14 times a night. You should enjoy your sleep, enjoy your bedtime. Go see Dr. Friedman, Friedman Urology.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.